So hey guys, how's it going? We've just landed in Pisa for a long weekend with my mum and her partner Bill, and I am so stoked to get photos in this beautiful city. I actually have two different camera setups with me for this weekend, one of which you can kind of see behind me, but I'll tell you more about that later on in the video. For now, we have a slot booked to go and climb the Leaning Tower of Pisa, so I should probably get a rig on. So after strapping the X100 to me so that everyone knew I was a cool photographer, we headed out to grab some lunch before making our way over to the tower. If you ever climbed this tower, you'll know what I mean. But the lean? You can really feel it while you're climbing those stairs. While the views from this first viewing platform are breathtaking, it's worth doing the extra 20-ish steps to get to this upper platform. Let's take a moment to appreciate this absolute legend that I met on the way up, that climbed all the way to the top with a prosthetic leg and a crutch. Nice work, sir. On the way home we walked past this beautiful mural before we crossed the bridge to head back, and I snapped this banger. I just love how the guy at the back is in a blue top and white trousers, and the guy at the front is in a white top and blue shorts. The girl in the middle is all in white, and both the guys are wearing similar white trainers. Add that to the fact that they are so beautifully spaced and wonderful. Let me tell you, trying to climb all the way to the top of that tower in 34-degree heat is not the one. So now I just need to get ready. That's better. Time for dinner. After inhaling this quite frankly tiny bowl of pasta, we went for a couple of drinks in what seemed to be the busiest square in Pisa before turning in for the night. Sarah had done some research before the trip to find ideas for where we could go each day, and so with a partial itinerary in hand, we headed over to Lucca. It might look beautiful on the outside of the train, but on the inside, it was like roasting in a tin can. I cannot stress to you how hot it is today. When I looked at it on my phone a second ago, it said 36 degrees, feels like 37 or 38. And what it feels like is the oven. It feels like I'm in an oven. We're going into the old town, or the old part of Lucca now. I'm hoping it'll be cooler, but I'm scared because, well, it's in these big walls. And so there's either going to be a good breeze running through or zero breeze. But yeah, come with us. Let's go explore the old town. This isn't the content you were expecting, but I found a Pokemon machine, so... what do I want? 26. Show them 26. Okay. Don't worry, I'll show you which cards I got later. I waited so long for that photo of someone walking down that path, and at the point of where I was just about to leave, someone came along, and I'm so happy. It might be my favourite photo from the trip so far. We're going to some gardens now, correct? And it's mainly all in shade. So that's basically the reason we're going. Because if it's not in shade, then I'm going to continue to melt. But we just had lunch. I've drunk like 2.5 litres of water with lunch, and I still feel like I'm thirsty. So a little bit of shade will be helpful, and hopefully some more photos. So I actually only took one photo in the gardens. Sorry. The gardens were well worth the visit, and it was about €6 each to get in, so not bad. It was a nice place to get some shade and just chill out for a little while. Mum and Bill didn't fancy the walk around the gardens, and so after we were done, we headed back to meet them on the train. Okay, so earlier on I mentioned that I am using 2 different camera setups while I'm away. You probably would have seen before that I use the ZV-E10 as my travel camera. I recently threw this newer camera cage on there, and I've just added the 16-70 f4 size lens. I was originally using the kit lens and I need a little upgrade. But I've really recently picked up this Fujifilm X100, the original, and this is my lightweight setup / I'm going out for dinner and I don't want to take a big camera bag kind of setup. And also it's just for like capturing the more candid kind of I'm away with my family moments, which is quite nice. So yeah, these are the 2 cameras that I'm using while I'm on this trip. And I think now I'm going to jump onto that bed and have a nap because I've got a few hours before we go to dinner and the heat's taken it out of me. So these are the cards that I got from that vending machine. I don't understand anything about any of them, but these 2, they're pretty cool. So after dinner, I was actually really looking forward to getting out and testing the low light capabilities of this little camera, and I wasn't disappointed. I took all of these photos handheld, and honestly, I think they came out pretty well. The next day we jumped on the train to head to Florence, and well, that seemed to be everyone else's idea too. There were some markets there that we wanted to check out, and I still had some euros burning a hole in my pocket, although that might have just been the sun. It was 38 degrees that day. Outside the main market is mainly small stalls selling leather goods and jewellery items, but inside the market hall is a food lover's paradise. After staring in awe at how many options there were, the first thing I did was grab a beer before exploring a little further, deciding exactly what I fancied for lunch. We got more food than those arancini balls and this custard-filled donut, but I didn't film any of that because I'm a terrible YouTuber. After exploring a little further and taking this photo here and also this photo here, I stuck the Insta360 that I was borrowing from my friend precariously out the window for this shot before heading back to the hotel. So I'm just sorting through the photos and videos from today. It was pretty tough shooting conditions today, really harsh, bright light all day as you'd expect. Obviously, unfortunately, we were only able to visit Florence in the middle of the day. But I'm actually pretty happy with how something came out. I think I made the best of a bad situation. But weirdly, I'm actually really looking forward to getting back out with the X100 this evening. It felt very strange going around with the ZV-E10 and a setup that I've used a lot and I like using, but I couldn't stop thinking about the X100. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting out with that this evening. It's our last night. We're going to go find some dinner, walk around, grab a few photos, and just enjoy our last evening in Italy. It's like 11 a.m. and it's already 34 degrees.
Hot.
I mean, it's not too bad, I guess, because it's our last morning. We weren't going to sit around and do nothing. We've left Mum and Bill back at the hotel, and we've just come down to the marina. It's about 20 minutes away, and yeah, just walking around with the Fujifilm, just trying to get the last few shots of the holiday before it goes to sleep for the flight home. I've got a couple that I'm pretty happy with so far, but we've got plenty left to explore. This is the first time that I've come back from a trip, and I've actually been pretty happy with the overall body of work that I've produced while I was away. That includes some of the photos that didn't make it into this video. If you want to see them, they'll be on Instagram, so, follow me there. But more surprisingly, I went away with the Fuji not knowing how I'd feel about using that focal length and having only had like half a day to get used to the camera, and I came home with a big appreciation and love for that camera. I've never felt more creative as a photographer than I do when I have that camera in my hand. I don't know what it is, I can't explain it, but the hype around X100s turns out to be real. I will 100% do another video on the X100, how much I got it for, why it was a crazy deal, and what about it makes me love it. But for now, that's where I'll end this video. If you like the video, give it a like, and if you're not subscribed and you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. And as always, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.